Protests in Iran have turned deadly for Iranian Americans with family still in the country. The unrest is not just breaking news, it's a constant weight. They say the demonstrators demand basic human rights and the removal of the ruling regime. Our Joy Addison spoke to one Iranian American from here in Houston who says living with these tensions has left communities on edge.
Well, we're just outside of a popular Persian restaurant, Bihan's, and just behind me, the Mercy Community Center. But people here say they're not going to speak out for fear of putting their loved ones back home in Iran at risk. But one Iranian American did speak up, telling me that this fear is nothing new. Protests across Iran are now in their 5th day, though these protests were triggered by Iran's economy taking a turn and causing unbearable cost of living. Anahita Delos says this movement is part of a nearly 50 years long struggle.
And this is the continuation of people asking for their rights, for their human rights, basic human rights.
Delos' family in Iran says people are protesting despite knowing the danger. Many Iranian Americans scared to speak with KPRC on camera for fear of putting loved ones back home at risk.
They know what they are capable of, killing them and executing them.
And Iranians fear they will soon be further disconnected from the outside world as protests become more deadly.
We don't have exact number of how many people were killed, but for sure 9 people, picture and name was released. Any conflict brings the fear of losing communication with outside world, as you know, they will cut the internet eventually.
She says support from President Trump with this post on Truth Social, warning that the U.S. Army is locked and loaded if more protesters are killed, gives Iranians hope that lives will be spared.
We are thankful for this message that he mentioned that he is behind us, he is ready to help us. We are one step closer to the victory.
And Delos says her hope is that this regime will end with minimal harm to everyday Iranians. Reporting from Southwest Houston, Joy Addison, KPRC 2 News.